Alexei Sarana. So I'd say this is the fastest game in this section. So they went with e4 c5, who sits still in opening. So bishop h6, attacking the queen. f4 should be 2. So both sides are castling.
So this one is going to be particularly interesting, I suppose, because the sides are castling to different sides of the board.
Yeah.
And they're playing like really fast. They have played like maybe 12 moves, right?
Yeah.
Where can you see how many moves played? So no need for this. Yes, here. Now, yeah, they have played 13 moves right now. Alexei Sarana. You must know him from Tuesday's Title Tuesday tournament. On Tuesday, in the early Title Tuesday, Alexei Sarana won the Title Tuesday tournament.
Yeah.
I think for the first time, because Magnus and Hikaru was not participating. They were playing in Norway chess tournament, and he got the chance, and they were not there, and he just got the chance and won the game. But in that tournament, Jahangir Wahidov, one of other Uzchess Cup's participants, also played there, and he was in the first place before round 8, and after that, in the 9th round, he played with Alexei Sarana here, and but his position was winning, but in time trouble, he got lost, and just in the next round, but he won the next 2 rounds. After that, he finished with the 3rd place.
Yeah.
And-
So it's we need to mention he's playing in the challengers section.
Yes. He's playing in challenger section, not the masters. We'll go to his game as well after some time. We're still not here.
So actually, these two players are have Russian origins. Both Alexander Grishuk and Saran Alexei. One is playing as a FIDE player because of some issues with Russia, and Alexei Sarana left the Russian team. Well, he didn't want to participate as a FIDE player, so he chose Serbian Federation. Now is playing under the Serbian flag. So for that time, let's go to the challenger section.
I'll be back in a minute.
So here, let me introduce the participants of this tournament. Here, Alexander Pretke is playing against Maxim Matlakov, Aydin Suleymanli against Alexander Ingic, Jahangir Wahidov playing against Yilmaz Mustafa, Evgeny Romanov playing against Gupta Pajit, Wahidov Shamsuddin against Donchenko Alexander. So in the first table, Pretke Alexander and Maxim Matlakov are playing. Again, Matlakov Maxim is a FIDE player and Alexander Pretke is a Serbian player. So it resembles the game in the master section where Alexei Sarana is playing against Grishuk Alexander. So they went with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, g3. So Queen's Gambit accepted, knight c6, Queen a4, checking the king here from b4. So they're trading their bishops here. Knight c3, bishop d7, castling, a5. So planning to capture the pawn on d4 by defending the knight on b4 here. So he's just escaping from the situation by bringing back his queen. Castling, e3, a4, knight f4, knight d4.
Now it means that you've gone to the challenger section, right?
Yeah.
So in this position, this pawn is hanging, right?
Yeah.
Just for free. But after that, is there any tactic? After takes.
They are equalizing their figures here.
Yeah. After that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Mm.
to 6. Yeah, the pawns will also be the same after that move. If queen takes c4, then the position will be dead equal, and the pieces are also the same. Two rooks for two rooks, one knight and one bishop for one knight and one bishop, 6 and 6 pawns in both sides, and one queen for each side.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So as you can see, Alexander Pretke just has like an hour and 28 minutes.
He didn't spend any time on the opening, it means.
Yeah, he's playing really fast.
Maybe it's his preparation.
Yeah.
Most probably, but even if it's his preparation, I don't know if it worked or not, because he's not up. Okay, he's up in clock, but at the same time, the position is really equal.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
so he may try. He's like saving up some time for the middle of the game, for the end.
Maybe we'll see. Now he's playing. He's continuing to play really fast. Just moved the bishop to c6. Maybe blocking the way of this pawn, if in case the rook comes to here to pressure the pawn here. Maybe to take the knight even.
Mm.
We'll see. No, that move has not been made yet. Oh, he took the pawn. Yeah, he took the pawn. Yes, and the position is equal until the next moves are made. So let's go to the second board of the challenger section. So let's see. With the white piece, Alexander Indic is playing against Aydin Süleymanli.
So this is the third Serbian player. First one was Alexei Sarana.
Yes.
And Pretke Alexander.
Oh.
And here Alexander Indic.
So after Uzbek players, I think they are the second one, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because I don't see many. I saw Vidisanush Gujarati, and one more Indian guy.
Yeah.
It was like two people from India, 9 people from Uzbekistan, and I suppose the rest are just like random countries. Okay, let's see. Knight f3, knight f6, c4, and e6. After knight to c3, black responded with pawn to d5. To exchange the pawns. If it takes, it will take. If it takes, maybe with the pawn or maybe with the queen even.
Yeah.
Okay. E3, bishop to e7,
b3,
and b3, and castles. After castles, white is putting the bishop on b4, b2. Making it fianchetto bishop.
Yeah. Activating his bishop.
And it will just stare down the black king in the next phase of the game. It will be, yes, its way is blocked right now with 2 knights, but in the after some pieces are exchanged and after some maybe 10 or 15 moves, then the power of this bishop will be known probably.
So he may activate his queen and castle to the long side, to the left side. Or he may even castle to the right side too, like activating his bishop to e2 maybe, and then castling to the right side.
So c5 and cd, and knight takes d5. Now queen to c2. He doesn't want to take it because after takes, 2 pawns here will be really strong.
Yeah.
And just white wants the black pieces to take his knight. If he takes, then there is bishop to f6. So he probably will take with this.
This is bishop.
This is bishop. So after knight to c6, a3, and after knights are exchanged here, e5, bishop to c4.
So looks like Alexander Indic wants to castle to the right side because the left side is blocked by the queen, and he may bring his rooks to d line.
Yeah, and centralize the rooks after castling, right?
Yeah.
Then rook to d1 and rook to e1, and these 2 rooks will just control the center right?
He will also start attacking with his pawn to b4.
Just pawn breaks through, you mean, right?
Yeah.
If he takes, maybe take with this or maybe this one.
Yeah, with the pawn on the right side.
Because then this pawn would become like weakness, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After this move, Black is thinking, and I think he's the one of the people who is thinking a lot in opening, and like 25 minutes nearly because of the moves. If we count the number of moves, it's like 11, and if we consider for each move there is 30 seconds increment, then he nearly spends 30 minutes of his time on the opening itself.
So here Jahangir Vahidov is playing against Yilmaz Mustafa. As you can see, the game is open, and the Uzbek player has like increased his time. So he has like an hour and 35 minutes. Let's see. They've played 18 moves. Let's start from the very beginning. D4, knight f6, c4, e6, d5, 3. So just opening moves, as we can say. So they're exchanging their pawns, knights here. So all knights have gone, bringing queen to h4, castling to the long side. So this means that the game is going to be late, because White will try to attack from the right side, whereas Yilmaz Mustafa will try to attack from the left side. So g6, f4, trading their bishops here, f5. So the Turkish player is thinking how to handle this situation, because as we can see, Jahangir Vahidov has a little bit of advantage, and as we can see from the position itself, Uzbek Grandmaster is attacking the black king.
So the situation has gone in this. So it means, I suppose, Jahangir Vahidov prepared a specific line for this game, and I think it worked. And we can see it from here, from the evaluation bar. He's got nearly advantage, like 0.6. That means nearly a pawn, we can say, and the situation is quite pleasant, and the king is safe, very very safe, because these pawns haven't moved, and this rook in the edge of the board is doing nothing, and this bishop has not been activated yet.
Yeah.
Maybe he will take with. He takes, then lose a pawn. No, lose a pawn, but
the position of the black king is going to be
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Because after rook to g1, then this king will not feel really safe at his home. So we'll see.
So maybe he won't just capture the pawn on f5, but let Jahangir to take it himself.
He's got more than the time that he started with. He had 1 hour and 30 minutes in the beginning of the game. Now he's got 1 hour and 35 minutes. So he added some time from the he played all the moves automatically. Like maybe thought like 10 minutes or 15 seconds maybe, and just made his moves. I think this game is going to be the fastest game to finish in the whole tournament, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because
if someone won't decide to draw just like after some 20 or 30 moves.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to the fourth board in the challenger section. We can see here Yevgeny Romanov is playing against Gupta Abhijit, the second player from India. We can see, and let's see from the opening process what openings they play. D4, D5, or D5. We rarely see this line because mostly they respond with knight to f6.
Yeah.
Or maybe not this one. Yeah, knight to f6. After that, pawn to e6, something like that. Okay, knight f3, knight f6, c4. Queen's Gambit accepted. We also don't see this line so much. Accepted. It's mostly not accepted. Okay, e3, e6. Pawn is taken by the bishop, and it goes to c4. a6. After a6, the bishop comes back to e2. Why? Because
maybe like just he knew that Yevgeny Romanov will play b5, attack his bishop. Maybe.
rather than not losing a tempo,
Yeah.
he just went back. Because if he went there, then he would have to move with tempo. Well, white would lose a tempo, and maybe black bishop could go to b7 even. Okay, let's see. Bishop d7, castles, and knight to d7, knight to d2, castles, b3, b6, knight to e5, exchanging the knights. If he takes, he will take and maybe push to f4 and to protect the pawn on e5. He didn't take. Now he's offering bishop exchange, but he did not accept. Knight takes knight, queen takes knight.
Bishop b2.
Bishop b2. After bishop b2, the sides are just thinking about the next moves here. Okay, let's go to other match here. In the fifth board of the challenger section, you can see another player from Uzbekistan, Shamsuddin Wahidov, and he's in very great form, I suppose, because we have seen his game in Sharjah Masters. He won his game against where he defeated some really strong players. He defeated who?
Shamsuddin Wahid?
Yes.
So
he defeated one strong Russian grandmaster. I can remember. What was it? It was not Alexei Sarana, right? Was it?
do you mean when he got the fourth place?
No, he got the third place. He got the third place or second place in Sharjah Masters.
Yeah.
Shamsuddin Wahidov. His performance was 28-60, and it was just he played really strong. He made 4 or 5 draws and won the rest of his games.
Yeah.
In the start of the tournament, he just made draw after draw after draw, and till the end of the tournament, from the 5th or 6th round, he only won his games.
So I remember his victory when he played with Salem Saleh.
Yeah. UAE number 1.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll have that on our channel, where you can watch that game, the analysis of that game. So let's talk about Alexander Donchenko. So he's a Germanian grandmaster. Some of you may haven't heard about him. So he was born in 1998. He has a rating of 2,639, which is pretty well. So in national rank in Germany, he is the number 4 player. If I'm not mistaken, the first one belongs to Vincent Kammer, the young prodigy. So he got his grandmaster title in 2015. So it has been like 9 years since since he got this title.
So let's see. Let's go to master section. There must have been made a lot of moves. Let's go to there. So I'll go to master section because it is the most important of all. In the first board, we can see Parham is thinking. Why is it not entering? It's not entering. Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
So they're playing really slow.
Yeah, we were here, right? Yeah, here,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. After knight to c4, black responded with d5.
So a
Knight
bit
to
of
e4.
unusual route for knight. He started from b1 to d2, c4, and e5.
Yeah. In the whole game, this knight itself has made 4 moves, right?
Yeah.
Because from to d2 to b3, no,
To c4.
no,
and then
3 times.
d5.
No, not 4 times, 3
Yeah.
times.
So another back has made 7 moves in total
And
up here, and he played with his knight 4 times if we
Yes.
count the knight on f3.
yeah.
Also,
So we can say that the 50%, nearly 50% of the moves are made by knights in white position.
and this is a bit unusual for
Yes.
the opening,
Yes.
but the position is equal, so
Okay.
it's not kind of a mistake.
Okay. Queen to b6, targeting the pawn on b2. Rook to b1, protecting the pawn. And here, right here, they stopped and they are thinking. So the best move for black in this position is just to take the knight. And what do you think it will white will capture? With pawn or with knight or with the bishop?
I think he's going to capture with his knight here.
Because knight on e5, it's just incredible, right?
Yeah.
Just now looking at this side, looking at this, and just controlling the movement of the pieces of black and not letting them to develop. For example, if it goes to here, he may even take it. He may
Yeah.
as well take it, and that's why but-
Yeah, and if he captures with his pawn on d4, the road of bishop on f4 is like very limited. And if he takes it with his bishop, he's going to easily be kicked off from there.
Yeah, even such moves like
Knight g4,
Knight
or knight
g4?
d7,
yeah, maybe
like, and then pushing the pawn to f6 and
Yes,
e5,
exactly.
something like that.
So we'll see what move will Parham. So if he takes, then we agreed with him that we will take with the knight. That's the most correct option. So let's see. Okay. So we are now live, but we should say that there is like 15 to 30 minutes delay in live translation. Ibek Ismailov is writing, Capio, good luck with the stream. Thank you for your support. So let's just continue. So in the second board here we can see Sindar Jawahar is playing against Yu Yangyi, and the game has already been going on like only 11 moves have been made so far, but both players spent nearly 30 minutes of their time. So what was the opening? Okay, so it was Queen's Gambit accepted here. We stopped here. Castles, bishop to d3, rook e8, and knight to e2 and c6. Castles, a4, a5, and we saw this move as well to take the space. Okay, and rook to c1. Knight to h6. This move is just a prophylactic move, just in case there is some danger in front of the white king. It's safer in h1, because the closer the king to the center, the more danger it comes to it. So knight to c7. He went to here first, and he's rerouting the knight to here. Maybe
to e6.
e6, then to target the bishop. Maybe
Yeah, and also he may activate his pawn on c6 by moving it one up to c5 and start attacking the center.
Yes. You mean like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. After this, white sensed, Yu Yangyi sensed that this knight is going to hunt this bishop down, so he went to h4 just before the knight came to e6. So we're going to have a little bit pause here for like maybe 1 minute, just for technical reasons. So don't go anywhere. Efirga hozir. Chiqdik, ko'rdingmi? Yo, просто endi boshi ko'rsatyapti. Chat.
So
we are back to lead translation. So we were here.
yeah,
Bishop went to h4, and before knight came to e6. Okay, then yeah, in this situation, Yu Yangyi, a very strong grandmaster from China, 2014 FIDE Olympiad, winner with Chinese team, and he was also the Asian champion in that specific year, and he won the Qatar Masters Open tournament in that year as well. So 2014 was a great and successful year for Yu Yangyi, but in this year he's not having so many good results because I knew that he was playing in Sharjah Masters, he was playing in Dubai Open, Dubai Police Masters, such tournaments, and he was not in top 5 or top 3.
yeah. Actually, Chinese players play like really few competitions.
Yeah,
Like Wei Yi, Ding Luren.
yeah, especially them, because I have seen Wei in Grand Chess Tour, and before that he played in Tata Steel.
Yeah.
There was a very long break there, but I don't know why he's not playing in so many tournaments.
Yeah, he played very well in both.
In both of them, yeah. If he plays in one tournament, he's going, he's crushing it.
Yeah, he's choosing quality over quantity.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. What about Ding Liren?
Yeah, he's.
What is he waiting for? Well, he is playing in Norway Chess right now. He's in the last spot. He's having one of his worst ever tournaments in his life. He lost 4 classical matches in a row, and he's now, I suppose, number 15 or 16 in the world rankings. He online FIDE ratings, because the FIDE ratings are updated in once in a month. So
so as of the first table, where Nodirbek Abdusattorov and Farham Maksud are playing, the position haven't changed, but we've got some statistics about their personal games.
Okay.
So when Nodirbek Abdusattorov was playing with white pieces, he won 3 of them and lost 5. So he's not. He doesn't have a good statistics with white pieces against Iranian grandmaster, and they played draw 4 times.
And the overall statistics is not good, I know, but in the last few years, in the last 2 years, I suppose Nodirbek has got his statistics, I suppose, positive.
Yeah,
because in the last 2 matches he won, and in the last before that as well, I cannot remember when Farham Maksud defeated Nodirbek. I cannot remember. Maybe I'm not watching over many tournaments.
Yeah,
but in the last 2 years, Nodirbek is playing really, really well.
He has got a huge improvement in these 2 years,
both in performance and both in ratings and both in like in terms of being famous.
I think everyone remembers his jump from from the 15th or something around that place to 4th.
Yeah, that was life changing. He was the first Uzbek player to enter top 10 in chess. Before that, Rustam Kasimjanov went into 11th place with 27.03 rating, I suppose. He was 11th for some time and then just dropped to some 50 or 55. Right now, he's not active player. He just plays some Bundesliga tournament league games. But in overall, he's just doing like coaching.
Yeah.
He's now his main job is coaching, and we can say that he's one of the best coaches, I suppose, because he worked with Vishwanath Anand. He worked with Fabiano Caruana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever he was when he was asked that, why do you think who do you think will have the power to defeat Magnus Carlsen? And he said, if there's anyone who can beat Magnus, Fabiano is the man. He said.
Yeah.
And after that, he was asked, "What do you think? Why?" And he said that because he has me. He said. So a little bit of sarcasm there. So a little bit of joke. But we can say that he's one of the best coaches.
So they've played also a match for the world champion, Fabiano Caruana and Magnus Carlsen.
Yes.
So at that time, I think Rustam Kasimjanov was training. But the overall, like 14 games were all ended in draw. But in blitz or in rapid section,
Yes.
Magnus Carlsen defeated Fabiano Caruana.
Right.
Magnus Carlsen has usually this type of tactics. He likes to win everyone in some faster modes of chess.
Yes. So I suppose in order to be leave from 15 o'clock, we need to air the translation on 14. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because there is like huge gap, huge delay in the translation, and it's just difficult to adapt.
Yeah.
Because before I went to streams, and they were not something like this. There has never been something like this, because whenever a person writes a message in the chat, and then it would come to me in a second. Now, if someone writes in the chat, I will see it after 30 minutes, or maybe if I answer their question, they will see it after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe at that time they're not in watching. That's just some
So let's get back to the game.
Okay.
Let's talk about the personal achievements of these two players.
Okay.
Norbek Abdusattorov won TP Sigman tournament.
Tepe Sigman tournament. Yeah. It was where? Where was it?
Was it in Romania?
Tepe Sigman, or was it in Poland?
Yeah, maybe.
I will be checking it in a moment.
Yeah, so I remember he started with defeat to Anton Korobov, but at the end he just jumped to the first place, tied with Arjun Rigaisi and one other player. And in tiebreak section, he beat Arjun Rigaisi and won the tournament. So was it in Sweden?
Yes, it was in Sweden, in the city of Malmö.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that tournament, he started with loss, but in the coming rounds, he bounced back with some more wins and some draws, and he tied for the first place in the last round with two other players, one of whom is Peter Swidler, and the second one is Arjun Rigaisi. And they played blitz match together in order to identify the winner. And in one game he made a draw with Arjun Rigaisi, and in the second one he made again a draw with Peter Swidler. And after that he won the match against Peter Swidler. And after that Peter Swidler was eliminated, and Arjun and Norbek played for the first place in tie breaks, and in that match Norbek has got the upper hand.
Yeah,
you can say.
So about Parham Maksudlu, he participated in numerous competitions. The one that I remember was like a week ago. He won October Open.
Yeah, he won October Open
2024.
with 7.5 was score, I suppose. With 7.5 out of 9 score. I know that he won a lot of his games. Parham Maksudlu is in a great form right now. He won 6 of his games, maybe seven of his games. He won seven of his games, and he made one draw, and
Yeah.
he lost one match. And it's just very good that even if he lost one match, he won the tournament. There are some players who didn't lose, but they're like in the top 10 or top 15. But that's not something useful, because if you don't win, then your point will be in the average, and the possibility of winning the tournament, even if you don't lose any match, then it will be really low.
Yeah.
Alibek Safar is writing, "Good luck, streamers." Thank you.
So Parham Maksudlu was born in 2000. So he's around 23 now. He has been a champion of the Iran 3 times.
Yes.
In 20 so two times in a row, and then in 2021. There are also some great players in Iran, actually. Like we have Daneshwar Bardia, who is playing in the futures section. So, and there is also Amin Tabatabai, if I'm not mistaken. He has taken part in the World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championship.
Yeah, I can remember that. You know that guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that name that you have just said. I mean Tabatabai. I listened it for like many times, maybe 10 or more, and it's just so familiar. So in the game, Parham is taking a long deep sinking.
Yeah.
He's got less than 15 minutes, and after 8 moves, how come is he playing so slowly, or is he hoping from the 30 minute increment after 40 move? Because after 8 move, he's spending very much time. But you can see in the other match, the balance is not something like this. So yes, there is some gap between the times of white and black pieces, but here we can say how much time? 13 minutes and 26 minutes difference. And I don't know how Parham will. Yeah, it's good for us actually, because Parham is a strong player, but here we can see our player from Uzbekistan, another big up Satorov, is playing with him, and we are rooting for another big up Satorov to win this match. If he wins, he will probably add like 4.5 or maybe 4.5 or 4 FIDE rating points, and he probably will catch up with Nepomniachtchi.
Yeah.
In terms of rating, maybe even and get past him, and we'll see.
So Arjun Erigaisi, let's talk about him. He like increased his rating so much, and he also is leading in FIDE circuit. So by winning this tournament, Nurbek Absatarov may add up his circuit points and rating, so he may surpass him.
He's playing in like a cheap tournaments, I can say. Like he's playing with guys in grandmasters, maybe international masters. Yeah, they're strong, but they're not like world-class players. And he's playing in such open tournaments very much, and he's winning a lot of his games and gaining a lot of rating. Maybe if he keeps going like this, maybe he will even reach 2800. Maybe in this year, maybe. But if he loses some of his games, for example, if you lose to like 2400 player, by chance something happens, let's say, he will lose like so many points that he won from 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah.
And that's the that's not good, of course, but he's gaining a lot of rating points from the tournaments. So in chat, Babajan Chess is writing, "Good luck, guys. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up." Thank you, Babajan.
So we also had a glimpse on this game where Maxim Matlakov is playing against Alexander Pretke.
Yeah.
We came until here, if you remember.
Yeah. After that, no moves have been made, but this seems to be a mistake. But he's giving up one of his pawns. For example, if takes, takes. Black is just up a pawn right now. Okay, if it comes to here, oh, Black's got the nice bishop to d5, attacking this. If it goes to here, he will take it first.
So trading the queen.
Yeah, after trading the queens, this knight will be able to escape, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, this knight would have been trapped, and
Well, white bishop here also can take this bishop here, and then take the pawn on.
and it will takes here, or there are two versions, but it's better to go to c6.
Yeah.
In the next, because maybe in the next.
So like
uh-huh.
if the Maxim tries to equalize the number of pawns here by taking this, black will be able to give a check and capture the pawn on d4.
Okay.
So what they've played is so after b3, rook a2, queen b4. So they've traded their like a lot of pawns, a lot of figures here. So as you see, it may seem that white is one bishop ahead, but after this queen f6.
Yeah, it's a fork of the two pieces. This queen wants to take this or this one. Now white will have to give up one of their pieces. Yeah, he can go to here to protect the rook, and may take the bishop, and the position will be dead equal, it's saying. But after this move, it seems like no. Yeah, the same amount of everything. Then the position is equal, and after this move, the position is really equal, because this queen is just centralized. It's like really active. It can go to here. I think one of the best squares for this queen is this, I suppose.
Yeah.
This one, and this ones, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because it will be here.
If it's open, yeah.
It's like really beautiful. Okay, after this move, the position may end in a draw. Maybe the format of the tournament should have been made a little bit different, like Norway chess. You know, for example, it's not possible to draw offer until the 30th move. And one more thing is that if the game ends in a draw after 30th move, then they will play an Armageddon to identify the winner.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these top players will just make draws after draws after draws.
So remember a lot of games in the World Chess Rapid and Blitz championships, particularly the game between Daniil Dubov and Jan Nepomniachtchi.
Yeah.
That started with the moves of knights and ended in the same position as in the beginning. Well, it ended with draw, but they've announced that they've both been penalized a half of point.
So here in the chat, people are writing, and I'm listening the first time Uzbek people are commentating chess. So for the first time, great guys, good luck. Thank you, Agabek Dev. Thank you. Okay.
So actually, Uzchess is pioneering in a lot of spheres. Commentating it, be it commentating in Uzbek. We are also commentating in like in two languages. That's also something that hasn't been done ever before.
From in Uzbekistan, we can say, because we know that City Chess made translations in Russian.
Yeah.
But in Uzbek, there was not something like this before Uzchess. Uzchess was the first one to do it, and in English as well. It was the first one to do it. We were the ones who first commentated the World Rapid and Blitz Championship 2023 in Samarkand, and yeah, that's it for now. Let's see.
So also, Uzchess is one of the organizers of this tournament.
Yeah, I think the biggest organizer, I can say, because I see in the hall, and there are people full of our guys. They are organizing. They are putting the like they are preparing the infrastructure, and they're preparing the desks to sit. the boards to play. And
So look, while we were talking, they've ended in this game ended in a draw. So they've just repeated these moves, and
so my guess turned out to be wrong,
Yeah.
right? Because I saw that here in the fifth board of this match. I saw this one. No, this not this one.
yeah,
This one right here would have ended in first. But after that, how many moves have been made? After this, queen to f6,
yeah,
rook g1. Yeah. Now he cannot take. Now black is, after
in a
takes,
trade.
then it will be double, and yeah, if he takes the position, the structure of the pawns will be like broken. Rook goes to there, and
Yeah,
it-
so he gave up this double pawns just to neutralize the queen.
Yeah. Now, if there is no queen on the board, then no checkmating possibilities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, difficult. It's much more difficult to checkmate without queen. Yeah, it's possible with this many pieces, but black side also has got the same amount of pieces, and it's like more difficult. Okay, let's see. There is some new messages. Jawahar Muhammad John is saying, "Good job, thank you, man, thank you."
So let's see. Let's have a glimpse on futures.
Yeah. We haven't had here
Future section.
two Uzbek players are playing with each other, and this position seems to be a draw. But White's got one more, one more pawn.
Yeah.
Because of what? When did he win a pawn in the situation? Let's see. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop to b5, Spanish, Rui Lopez. You can see bishop to a4, knight to f6, castles, bishop to c5. So we can see a typical Spanish, as you can remember, in the other match, Mamlakatimizda and Vidit Gujarati, they were playing this particular variation. I think we should go there. See the situation. C3, b5, bishop to b3. If knight comes to here, then it will just go to c2, d6, d4, bishop to b6, a4, after a4, bishop to b7, rook e1, h6, bishop e4, e3. In case it takes, and these two pawns will be, defended.
Yeah.
Okay, knight to g4, attacking the bishop. Knight to a3. After knight takes bishop, pawn takes bishop. He allowed this double pawns because whenever black takes, he'll just take, and the position will become normal again.
So may I just move a little bit back?
Mm-hmm.
So some may say, why didn't he capture the pawn on e4?
Yeah, it's free, right?
Yeah, but after this move, d5, so this knight is under attack. If he escapes to somewhere e7 or a5, the bishop is going to capture the another bishop on b6, and then capture the knight on e4. So, well, if he captures the bishop on e3, after rook e3, again, one of the knights is going to be captured, and that's really bad for the black. So, they've seen that and played knight g4, knight a3, and bishop to d5, centralizing it. So, yeah, here, Suyarov Muhammad Zohid is winning a pawn after exchange. He's getting 2 pawns here. They're trading their rooks too. Pawns in the middle, knight b4, exchanging the bishops, queen b1. So yeah, they've come until this situation. So some of you may ask where we're holding this event. It is held in like Tashkent, to the Alisher Nawai Street. and the organization is really good. You may come either as a viewer, a spectator, or as a volunteer, but I think the call for the volunteers has finished.
Yes, it's finished. They may come. Maybe there are other jobs to do because the organizing the event is just difficult.
Yeah.
And maybe what if some of the volunteers don't come
Yeah.
tomorrow? That's why there is a link in the Uzchess Telegram channel, and you can register from there. If you are needed, we'll call you, we'll contact you, and we'll just accept you as a volunteer. So just don't lose hope for becoming a volunteer. Just register. We may get back to you.
So either a spectator, well, actually feeling this atmosphere offline is something that's much better than online. So we would also recommend you to come either as a spectator, or like you may, if you have some things to do, some business to do, you may watch us online in 2 languages, in language that you want, English or Uzbek. So maybe let's get back to the master section.
Yeah, let's see. Is there any fight we can see? Or all positions are equal? That is the one bad thing about such classical tournaments. They have got so much time. They will think about it, and just the possibility of making a mistake is so low.
Yeah.
If it's like a blitz or rapid, then the possibility of making a mistake is higher exponentially. For example, if it's blitz, it's really high. If it's rapid, it's high, but not so much.
So you'll see evaluation bar fluctuating. So it may turn like so if whites are winning in just second, it may turn in favor to the black.
If you can remember from the Grand Chess Tour tournament, in the blitz section, Nonderbeil Tatar was playing with Magnus Carlsen. His position was dead lost. I don't know why he kept playing. He kept playing with some kind of hope. I will play till the end, but at the end we saw that Magnus made a mistake, a terrible blunder. And after that, you can see the Magnus reaction. He just jumped from the his chair and nearly fell maybe, and he was really sad after that.
So blunders are typical in blitz. You may also see them in classic as well, but they are done really few.
So, okay. For now, I will just be gone for 10 minutes maybe. I'll be back. Until then, I will give the mic to this honorable member. So I'll be back.
Okay, so let's see what's happening in the second table. Sorry, so knight e6 was played here, and then a4, blocking the possibilities to activate from the right side. Bishop d7, f3, rook c8, queen b3, attacking. Well, you may say attacking the pawn on b7, but the thing is. It will move with his rook to b8 and then capture the pawn on b2. So far the position is like this. So yeah, the game is calm in all of the games, as you can see. Some of them haven't even escaped from the beginning. They are still in the middle game. So let's just have a glimpse on what they've done here. So bishop d7, knight a5, attacking the bishop on c4. So it's gone to a2. Let me just scroll up a little bit. So b5, exchanging the pawns in b5 field. So again, bishop b1. So as you can see, bishop just moves from f1 to c4 to a2 and then to again b1. So the unitement of these two bishops is quite well, but they're not so active at this time. So Northback is offering a trade of rooks, d4, exchanging the pawns, and queen here just came to a1, maybe attacking the bishop on b3. But the position is equal. It's quite open on the right side, but it is closed in the left side. So let's talk about Richard Rappert. He actually has the origins of the Hungary. He was born in Hungary. He grew up there. From 2022, he started playing under a Romanian flag, and 2 years later, this year, like a month ago, he announced that he will be playing for a Hungarian team in the World Chess Olympiad. So if you remember, the previous champion is Uzbekistan, and this year we also hope that our team will win this tournament. This game is also somewhere around middle. So well, this is something that well, actually I think everyone doesn't like. If the games are classic, the events are going to be held really slow, like they're going to make moves really slow by thinking a lot, and so that may not be interesting because it's not you who think, it's them, and well, that's something that's boring. If it's really fast, then I think everyone enjoys. So for that time, let's watch another game in the challenger section, where Injich Alexander is playing against Azerbaijani grandmaster Aydin Suleymanli. So we've seen this position until here. So king h8, h4. So Serbian grandmaster is activating his pawn and start attacking the king's flag. f6. A little bit of inaccuracy. He should have better moved with his pawn to f5, as you can see, but maybe he was afraid of the move with his knight to g5. So maybe that's why he played f6, h5, f5. So you can see this pawn moving to f6 and then to f5. Sorry, to f5. So that means he's losing one move, whereas white pawn has just is moving straight to h4, h5, and then to h6. So e4. He's also Azerbaijani grandmaster is also starting attacking the knight, capturing the pawn on g7, king g7. So well, the position is favoring a white here because the black king is really like I would say has a really poor defense here, and whereas the white king here is in his comfort zone. If he can castle to the left side, maybe like after this knight d2, sorry, knight d2, and then castling and bringing his rook to g1, or activating his rook to h2 and then bringing to h1, something around that. There are also two bishops here on c4 and b2 that are ready to attack the king here. If he will be able to move with his pawn to c4, black king is also going to be under poor circumstances. Let's see this game. Wahid of Jahangir is playing against Yilmaz Mustafa. So they've played quite well here until here. So offering a trade, rook g4, rook e5, e4. So if we take a look at their times, there is like a really huge difference. Like 75 minutes difference. Yilmaz Mustafa spent his 75 minutes, like an hour and 15 minutes on thinking, whereas Wahid of Jahangir has got like an hour and 33 minutes. That's like more than it was in the beginning. Maybe let's talk about Yilmaz Mustafa, Turkish grandmaster, and I would say he's one of the leaders in his national team. He has got an elo of 2601, and he has got, let me see. Yeah, so he was born in 1992. He's so that means he's 32 years old. He's the second player in his national rank, and he has got his grandmaster title in 2012. So as of his personal personal games against Wahid of Jahangir, he has played with a lot of Uzbek players here, but let me see his personal games against Wahid of Jahangir. Oh, so he hasn't played any games with his opponent, his current opponent. So it's like their first time. They are facing each other in the international tournament, in the official games. And Turkish Grandmaster is taking his time to think about steps to follow. So yeah, Indrich Alexander here moved with his knight to d2. So let's see this game. Gupta Fijit is playing against Romanov Evgeny. Knight d5, knight d7, so knight c4. So the position is equal. Yeah, so white may try to bring his knight again to d2 and bring his rook to c1. Sorry, to c1. To c1 and attack c7. He may also bring his queen to c2. Start maybe attacking the pawn on h7 even. Let's get back to the masters. Here none of them has yet castled. rook d8, a4. It's equal. The position is closed. I wouldn't say it's open. Abdusattorov Norberg may try to push with his pawns on the king side, like g4, h4, and then g5. Start attacking from somewhere there. Let's see what are they going to follow. Jawahir Sindarov playing against Yu Yang-yi. The position hasn't changed yet. Yakubayev not back. So Richard Rappert has played rook to e3. Well, it's a really interesting move, I would say, because he's planning to bring his rook to a3 and block the pathway of king here, trap the queen here. So Yakubayev Norberg may wish to bring his rook to a6, a8, or bring back his queen here.
So I'm back here with you. So it's Norberg's got the time advantage of more than nearly 40 minutes, right?
Yeah.
He's got the 40 minutes advantage. Norberg is not thinking so much. Let's see. But his position is equal, right? Dead equal. So let's see. There are some messages in the chat. Let's see. With the top, some people wrote, show with its game. There are some Indian fans out there who are watching us, and they're asking for with its game.
So as we can see, they haven't played very much in the game of Visit and Maridar Shahriar. So like activating their figures here, h3, knight b3, bishop c7. It's also closed, I would say.
So the time is not so close, but White's got some, time trouble. Only 12 moves have been made, and till the 40th, move, there is
Well, we haven't seen the time of Yilmaz Mustafa in the challenger section. He has got so after 22 moves, he has got around 14 minutes left. So
for 22 moves, right?
Yeah.
But in order to reach 22 moves, he has to make another 10 moves.
Yeah.
So wow, we're going to see a time trouble in like how is it all in English? Tate knot.
Yeah, I think it's called like Tate knot.
Or like time trouble.
Yeah, I would say
maybe time trouble.
Time trouble or time burnout, let's say.
Okay.
So if they are willing to us to see the game of the Indians, let's look at the game of another Indian here, Gupta Abhijit.
Okay.
So after b5, it's pushing away the knight on c4. So well, the position hasn't really changed from the time we saw it, but a few amendments have been done here. So knight d2, h6, castling, both of them. So I think the events are going to be held on the left side, on the queen's side. c4, offering a trade. Queen a3, a6, bishop d7, queen d7, rook c3. So it's a little bit of risky moving a rook to c3 because, well, as it's showing, Wahid of Shamsuddin might wish to capture the pawn on c4 and then bring knight to e4, and the position is going to favor a little bit of black.
Yeah, and that's good for us. And with the black pieces, Shamsuddin is playing, he increased his rating by more than 20 points, I suppose, in the last month itself, because he was like 2590 or 2595 maybe before Sharjah Masters and other tournaments. He played like steadily, and he didn't lose many games. He didn't lose any game in Sharjah Masters 2024 even, and he got the second or third place. He had the highest performance rating to 2860, but according to some other statistics, some kind of Bigelow or some kind of statistics, he got the second or third place.
Yeah.
But the points were equal. But if the whenever the points are equal, there are some criterias to identify the winner. And in that tournament, it was not the performance. It was not like games in between, like the personal games, but it was some kind of some kind of word that starts with B. Some kind of. That's why he got to third place.
So look, we're about this game. We're about at this game, at this situation. So Yilmaz Mustafa took like his 20 minutes to think, but he made a mistake.
After 20 moves, right?
Yeah, he made a mistake by moving his rook to e8. So Jahangir Wahidov may try to push with his pawn to f4.
Now this, like this rook is just dead, right?
Yeah, and make the field of e5 inaccessible to the rook.
Yes, and after this f4, this rook is just some kind of trapped. Yeah, it can go here, it can do nothing.
Yeah.
It will serve nothing. So it may come here, maybe try to come to here, maybe to provide in order to not him be able to come here. Maybe you can push the pawn once here, maybe as well. Maybe bring the king closer to the center, because the black pieces are just stuck, and they are. This one hasn't even been moved.
Yeah.
But from the scenes of start of the game, that's just. We can see how good Jahangir Wahidi's preparation was. He's got more than 1 hour and 31 minutes, and his preparation turned out to be really, really well.
So what Uzbek Grandmaster may try to do is pushing his pawn to f4, move with his another pawn to e5, and then start pushing it to f6, like trapping the king on g7, and that's a really advantage for the white actually here.
Yeah. In this situation itself, white's got plus 1.5. That means 1.5 pawn advantage. And if we add the time travel of Yilmaz Mustafa, 7 minutes, he's got to make 18 moves for with 7 minutes on his clock. And I don't know, with such a complicated position and with such disadvantage at his from time, he will be able to draw this game. I suppose with a great possibility Jahangir Wahidi is going to win this game in the next 5 to 10 moves. It's my prediction. Yeah, it's just so, like, we can say someone just by looking at the evaluation bar can say something like this. Okay.
Well, maybe Turkish Grandmaster has thought about something, like planned everything in advance. Thought about the possibilities of moving every piece and prepared what to follow next, maybe. So the same advantage is here, where Endrich Alexander is favoring is like having advantage here. As you can see, we've come until here. So as we mentioned, he castled to the long side, and maybe is planning to bring his rooks to H line, or maybe to G, and then start pushing pawn. Queen e8, bishop e2. So what he tries to do is push his pawn to c4 and just trap his knight here.
Oh, that knight is in a pin.
Yeah.
It was not able to escape. And if it goes here, bishop to here, then what? Then it cannot push this pawn because en passant.
Yeah, but look, if even black will capture the pawn with en passant, white is going to capture with
with a
his
knight, right?
with his pawn on g2 and
And
open the line on g.
And this line, this king will be much more,
Yeah.
unsafer.
Yeah, dangerous.
Then this will come, and there is like a sniper bishop here.
Yeah.
Looking at here, this maybe this after because this knight is in like pin. Maybe this bishop can come here, or maybe here because there is pawn here. But if it takes, then it may even come here. The position of Injik or Injik.
Injik, I think,
Injik
because
Alexander.
like most of the names, surnames in Serbian are end with ch sound.
Okay. I believe in your instincts.
No, like most of the countries like that.
Like Modric,
Yeah,
Djokovic. Yes.
like that.
So we can move to other games where Uzbek people are playing. Chakhan Wahidov is still playing. He was thinking, he's got more than nearly 1.5 hour, which was given at the beginning of the tournament, at the beginning of the first round. So we can we'll see. I think in this match he's going to finish after 5 to 10 moves after, because Black's got the time trouble, 7 minutes only for he's got to make 18 moves in 7 minutes. It's just really, really difficult. I don't know if it's possible even. Yeah, it's possible, but he'll make mistakes, and Jahangir with his time on 1.5 hour on his clock is going to turn this match against, and he's going to have his first win, I suppose, because he was not having a really good tournaments in Dubai Open. He didn't have so great result, and if he start this tournament with a win, I think it's going to be it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game has finished already.
I have seen it.
Yeah. This situation, both sides got the equal pawns, equal everything. You can see 5 pawns for 5 pawns. For example, there is 1 pawn on each side, and they seem to be passers, but they are not, because there are pawns on b3. It will just be a block for this pawn. And the situation, for example, if it comes here, then check. Comes here, then check. Comes here, then check, and it would have ended in a draw even if they didn't agree. It would have ended in a repetition of moves. And for Alexander Pretka, it's a good result, drawing easily with the black pieces. It's a good result, not great, good result. So Jahangir Wahidov is going to spend his time right now. He put the opponent in time trouble, and now he is just thinking. He got the winning position, and he wants to find the best move. To turn the to not let Yilmaz Mustafa turn the games against. For example, he's winning in order not to make the game draw or something like that. He will sing sorrowfully. So we'll see. So let's go to master section again, because it is the most important one. You may ask, why are you going back to it again and again?
But I'd call it like the most boring one.
Yeah.
Because they usually don't make mistakes.
Yeah. See, just don't they don't risk anything.
Yeah, they play closed games usually, and that's something that's not good.
Yeah. So let's see. In this match, Nordirbek's got. Oh, ayo, it is this game, right? I didn't see some of the moves here. Let's just go back. So after knight takes knight, bishop to d6, pawn to c6, bishop d7, and bishop to d3. Rook to d8, a4, to take the center, to take some space from the opponent. But he is, no, he's not giving up this pawn. It's protected by the queen on d1. Maybe in the if black lets them, white will play a5 in the next moves after protecting it. Okay, castles. H4.
H4, yeah.
Yeah, H4, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying H4.
He's starting to push with his pawns
Okay.
to attack the king.
So CD, ED, and after that they are still thinking. Yeah, the position seems to be closed and it's equal, but I don't know. I'm sensing that Nordirbek has got the chance to win this match. I don't know, but it
Let's
seems to
see.
be equal. Yes, but
Mhm.
some kind of feeling is saying that White is the one, that can win. Yeah, Nordic hasn't even castled because it's safe, no need for now. And he played h4 without even castling.
Yeah.
Maybe he may not even castle for the whole game. We'll see. Maybe he will rook here, maybe rook here. We'll see. So in this situation, the best move for black is just going back the queen to here. For example, if it takes, it will take, and it will have to go to another place. Why would you go to c7, knowing that after, for example, if you take it, then after they capture back, you will have to go to another place again. Or maybe he's not. He doesn't have an intention to take the knight.
Yeah, maybe he may try to move with his bishop somewhere back and bring his knight to d7.
You mean like this?
So, yeah, somewhere there, and knight to d7.
Just try to put pressure for this knight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see the second table.
Okay. In the second board here, we can see one of our Uzbek guys, Jawahir Sindarov, is playing against Yu Yangyi, a very strong grandmaster from China.
So indeed, we have seen until here. So it has been like a lot, like 20 or 30 minutes since Jawahir is thinking about his next move.
It seems like in the Jahangir Wahidov and Yilmaz Mustafa's game, Jahangir has got the time advantage, but here Yu Yangyi has got time advantage. Yeah, it's not as big as that, but you can see that he's got 22 minutes for 25 moves, and it's not really pleasant to make such moves such fast in such classical time control, because the possibility of making a mistake increases.
So I've got some statistics regarding these two players.
Okay.
So when Jawahir, so they have played 2 games with Jawahir playing black, and all of them ended with draw. So even with white pieces, they've played a draw.
How many times did they play?
They've played in classic 3 times. All of them ended in draw.
So looks like we are not going to any surprise in this match, because it is still equal. But I don't know if one of them risk. For example, in order to win, you have to risk, right? Because in such situations, they don't just risk. They just keep it simple and just go for the draw. If someone doesn't risk to win, then the game is much more likely to end in a draw than the favor of one of white or black pieces.
So this game is also a little bit of equal, a little favoring black. So Wizard got two knights here, whereas Shahryar has got two bishops. These two knights are putting pressure on e5. But well, we know that two bishops, if combined in such positions, are better than two knights here. We did also may somehow bring his rook to a5, but in this position it's blocked with either pawn
Yes.
moving to b6 or b5. Well, the position a little favoring black, but overall it's equal, I'd say, in general. So what they've got here is knight to h5. Sorry, knight to h5, and then knight e2, rook d8, bishop d4, h6, c3, bishop a3. So the bishop that was like staring at this diagonal moved to e3, and now is controlling this bishop here, this pawn here. Maybe he's planning to, Alexander is maybe trying to move with his knight to d4, and then start somehow attacking like bishop b5 or knight b5, somewhere like this. So everything is possible, actually.
So in the chat there is some questions. Saura Sharma, where is it happening in Tashkent? Tournament location? It's happening in the inside Yoshlar agentligi,
Youth Affairs Agency.
Youth Affairs Agency, and in Shakespeare Book Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is all information is provided in Uzchess Telegram channel, and maybe in Uzchess YouTube community as well, and in YouTube Instagram accounts. Yeah, I have just answered you, but it will go to you after 30 minutes. So I don't know.
So well, I think the delay has a bit decreased, maybe, because
I don't, maybe
it doesn't.
it seems to be like, it seems like it, for example, look, it's like 1 hour and 31 and 7 minutes, right?
Yeah, let's see.
It was, yeah.
So now the time is.
Yeah, we can just check that, right?
Yeah.
Look
So
at the time.
it's like 15 minutes delay. Here you can see.
Yeah, 15 minutes, exactly 15 minutes. Yeah, but it was 30 minutes in the beginning, but the delay has just decreased to 15 minutes.
Also here, advantage of Alexander got huge. So yeah, en passant here, and then the line is open. So Suleiman Ali Aydin is trying to block by moving his knight to g6.
Yes.
Knight c4.
The best move.
b5, knight d6, queen e3 check, king b1. So white may capture the pawn on f5 or b5. Well, that has a low probability because that would open the way for rook here. But if it captures the pawn on f5 after exchange, rook may arrive in d7, start attacking somehow.
Yes, indeed.
Look, white may also move with his bishop to c1 here, and then to h6.
Go check, and when
rook
yes,
for bishop
exchange.
Yeah.
White would be an up and exchange, but now black can just move, but it's expecting us to move this. It's the best move. The best move seems to be c4, to open the white's position, and the king's safety is in the hands of these pawns and these pieces, but mostly the pawns, because Yes, they doesn't seem to be valuable. Yes. For example, this is worth 9 pawns, right? It seems to. It's three, but these 3 pawns are really, you know, uh, good defenders for the king. If one of them goes away, then the possibility of attacking this king will increase. So we'll see what black will respond. For example, yeah, he played c4. He played c4. Very good, very good. For example, it's asking us to take.
Yeah.
Even if it opens up position. For example, let's takes. If even if it take, then the after rook comes here, this will be like some kind of little not pleasant.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see whether Indich Alexander will just keep playing very well. For example, he's got the time. He can think about it. For example, what takes, takes, then rook here. Maybe just goes to a2 or maybe a1. We'll see. So let's just go to the third match where Jahangir Wahidov is still thinking about his next move. Yes, he's got the time advantage, but however, we'll see if he can convert this game. If he can just use from his advantage and just win the game, and get 1 point home. So Jawahar Muhammad Jonov is saying Saurabh Sharma, Shakespeare Co-working, Alisher Nawai Street, 11A. That's exactly right. So
let's give a little bit of information about Alexander Engic. So he was born in Serbia and he's playing under this flag. He was born in 1995, so
Okay.
he's around 29 or 28 years old.
So he's still young, right?
Yeah.
Because in Uzbekistan, it's young until 30, right? Yeah, they are considered like use. Okay.
Yeah, this is the limit.
So let's see. Let's just take the pawn here, right? Just take the pawn. Okay, after take, we'll take with the bishop to c4, and the position seems to be, yeah, it will come here. It seems to be unpleasant. Yeah, there is our king on this line. Yeah, well, even if we just go to here, but it's like, but what about this?
Yeah, so
I was thinking
maybe-
if it goes to h2, I was thinking it would be left, but there is like checkmate coming, right?
yeah, and let's see. Look, there is also if he moves with his queen to h2. Yeah, there is also pawn here. He may also play something like knight e8 and then capture the rook here.
Yeah.
This is also under attack.
Yes.
So as of their personal games, they've played like 3 times in classic games. When someone was playing with white pieces, they were winning.
Oh, so and it's continuing. This tradition is continuing in this game as well. Indich Alexander is winning with the white pieces, and I think sometimes the players play equally for each side. Like they win equally. Like the possibility of winning in white and black is like equal nearly. But in their games, we can say that it's not the same for them, because whenever one of them plays with the white pieces, they're winning.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But here, most probably, Indich Alexander will win the game in next few moves, because the position is dead lost. I don't think any way he can just. What is the move after the?
H5.
It's saying that it just give up this pawn, right? Okay, then check. If it takes, we'll just take this rook, and the position is plus nearly 3.
Yeah, so there is no danger from the to the king.
Yeah,
to the white king.
not only that, but also the time advantage.
Yeah.
We can say there is like 40 minutes time advantage on the white pieces, and it's he won't give the chance to make the game draw for identity. I guess in this game as well, Jahangir Wahidov is thinking in order not to make a mistake. If he makes some kind of mistake, then the position may become equal, so that he's playing. He wants to make the most correct move in order not to equalize the game just by making a mistake, and he's using from his time. Even if the opponent's got 7 minutes, right? Yes, you may just put pressure on his time, in his clock, but he's choosing not to. He would rather win with his correct moves. For example, even if he just put pressure on his clock, he will just win the game in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
For example, 7 minutes, and he has to make 18 moves. He will make a mistake, yes, but he wants to make correct moves, and he wants to win with those correct moves.
Yeah, but also while white is thinking, black may also think about the next moves.
Huh?
So
that's
also
good
something.
for Yilmaz Mustafa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's using from Jahangir Wahidov's time.
Yeah.
Sometimes whenever you got so much time, you just make a move, and rather than waiting on the on board, just trying to calculate the next move, you just go out and just to have some fun, to eat something, to drink something.
Yeah.
But here, I think Yilmaz Mustafa is just sitting on his chair without moving. Now, like maybe putting his hand to hit like this, because he's got 7 minutes, and he's using from the time of Jahangir Wahidov. Okay. Maybe let's go to this match. Shamsuddin Wahidov. Slowly, the advantage for black is increasing, I suppose, because it was equal whenever we looked. We were here. Where?
We came until this.
No, you came.
Yeah.
You came until this.
Okay.
Because I was until that.
Okay.
Okay.
So they've played until here. They've exchanged their pawns here, maybe rooks.
So in this situation, what do we take? It is like one of the mistakes that you should make.
Well, maybe in this position, it's maybe thinking that the knight and bishop is better than two knights.
Maybe. This, or if these are exchanged, then the position becomes much more, simpler. But why black got the advantage? Maybe computer is thinking in the next 15 to 20 moves, maybe more. Black will have an advantage if he plays the most correct moves.
Yeah, they say like if the difference is isn't yet 1.0, it's equal. Mostly they say.
But for computers, it's just equal to convert the game from draw to win, like 0.3, 0.4.
Yeah,
they will convert such games to win or draws. But people, they're not computers, and they just make mistakes sometimes. As you can see, if he took, that position will become equal, like dead equal. I'll just refresh. Now we'll expect Shamsuddin to play knight to f6, hopefully in the next moves, because that's the most correct move. Shamsuddin made a draw, it seems, I suppose. Some people are saying Shamsuddin. Yeah, our sources are saying that the game ended in a draw. The Shamsuddin Wahidov's and Donchenko Alexander's game have ended in a draw, but there is like a little bit of delay in the translation. We can see the cameras from the main hall. It's showing Parham Maksudlu and Nandrbek Abdulsatorov, and their game is still equal, I suppose. No,
Yeah.
equal, but it seemed like the evaluation bar did just go up and just down. Okay, let's see. Here, equal,
It's quite equal.
equal. Now it's 0-0.
Yeah.
It is so equal that we don't know who is winning or who's got the potential. But I earlier said that Nandrbek Abdulsatorov has got a little bit more chance to win that game, in my opinion, just subjective. I don't know, we'll see. And I hope he wins. So the people who are watching us online are 21 right now, not so bad. Because if you can compare it to Samarkand,
Yeah.
there were like 10, 8, right? The 15 most, I can remember. Yeah, and just comments something. For example, if you've got any questions to be answered, or maybe something of your request, maybe you want to watch a particular game, or if no, just put a like and just continue watching.
Yeah. Subscribe to our channel actually
If you haven't,
not to miss the
Rozmas
next games.
games.
Not to miss the next games.
Yes.
Like we have 8 rounds
To go.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got 8 rounds to go. Today is just the first round of the tournament, and we'll see who is going to have.
So we also had an opening ceremony.
Yeah.
That was also fantastic.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, we have that in our channel. You may see it. Well, here.
So something to tell. Today, Uzbekistan's national team of football will play with Tajikistan for the qualifying. In order to qualify for the World Championship in 2025 or 2026.
Yeah, so 2026.
2026, and Uzbekistan got the good chance to defeat them. And the one more thing, for students, it's free to enter the stadium. And I have just been informed you can come and enter for free, but I'm here, so I can go. But I support Uzbekistan's national team of Uzbekistan from football, and I hope they win and just qualify for the next World Championship.
So what happened here is Richard Rapport moved with his knight to e1, maybe to bring to c2 here, and black played queen a4, offer a trade, queen e2, and now rook a3 is planned by Richard Rapport.
Yeah, that move just wins the game, right? Because the queen's trapped.
Yeah.
Even if queen goes to somewhere else, let's say if it goes to even here, like there is rook even. Even if there was a passage, otherwise the rook would be hanging. If there was not this pawn, then maybe it would have been a chance it come here and just protect the rook.
So another interesting fact about Richard Rapport is that he was guiding the current world champion, Ding Liren, in the match against Yan Nepomniachtchi.
And eventually Ding Liren won the match.
Yeah.
And with the help of Richard Rapport, so we can say that Richard Rapport is also a very good coach, or some kind of second. Yeah, second. It said second in chess language.
Yeah, well, he had Ding Liren had a really great game there, but after that he fell into depression.
Some kind of unknown disease. He said.
Yeah.
I am ill now, and I don't know what the illness is. And he was not feeling good. He fell into depression, as you said, and he's not feeling quite well, I suppose, right now even. Now at 8 o'clock, the Norway Chess Open. No, not Chess Open. Norway Chess 2024 will continue, and the 9th round will be played. In that match, who was he going to play against?
There are 2 games left. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the double round robin. They will play with each players twice, and they played with white and with black as well.
So we've seen this position.
Hmm.
Mamediyarov played, decided to castle to the long side. Now the pawn is gone. Bishop c5, f4, bishop e6. Now the white king is open here. Its defense is a bit poorer than the black king at least.
Yes.
But he got this pawn structure here, f4, g3, h4. He also has this c3 and b2. That's also some kind of barrier to the black pieces.
So today the game seems to be some kind of steady, not so much battle, right? And at least in the master section, there are so many interesting games. Oh yeah.
Let's see the futures. We haven't seen it for long.
I was expecting a draw from these 2 guys from Uzbekistan, but
we have another game here that has ended. So now their amount is 2. There was another game
that ended in draw, right?
Yeah, it was
Alexander Predke and
in challenger section against Matlakov Maxim.
Okay. d4, knight f6, c4, g6, and knight to c3. d5, cd, knight takes d4. This is known as
Queen's Gambit.
And I suppose this should be like Queen's Indian.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because
like sub name. Like
because the bishop will go to here. If black played this and then played the pawn to here, I suppose it would have been Queen's Gambit in that variation. But I'm not really sure. If we at ChessCon, we'll know.
Okay, so bishop g7.
Yeah, in this type of games, black's got some activity in the center. They will just attack the center. White will have the big center, and black will just try to destroy that. We'll see. Pawn takes pawn, then b5, bishop to d5, and then bishop b7, castles, and rook to c1. Okay, now black is proposing to exchange the bishops. Yes, they are exchanged. After queen to b3, a6 to protect the pawn on b5, then a4. If he takes, he will take, and this pawn will be a weakness. No, if he takes, then the knight will be hanging, so it's not possible to take. So if this, then that, then maybe this one. Yeah. I'll just go back a few moves. Yes, these moves have been played. Queen to d7, queen a5. Now rook to c6, and with the intention of going to take the f1 rook to c1. So e6, just trying to remove the defender of the rook on c6. If he takes, he will just lose the rook. So white is just winning a one pawn, yes, for now, but black is just getting it back. For example, after takes, the position is dead equal, and there are three pawns on each side. It's in a different, not even in a different side. For example, we saw that in the last match, 4 pawns here and 1 pawn here and here. And that game ended in a draw. The position was equal. This position is also really, really equal. But the format of the tournament is some kind of I don't know. I don't want to say not chosen correctly, but it would have there were other better versions.
Yeah, but On the other hand, if like it was
Hmm?
like similar to Norway chess,
Uh-huh.
where you can't offer a draw until 30 is move,
Uh-huh.
then I think they would just imagine a situation where you have a like dead draw after 20 moves. Let's say you have two rooks left, one for each side. There
Mm-hmm.
are several pawns, and it's like equal.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine them playing just bringing back their rooks.
Just repeating moves, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but there is Armageddon after that.
Mm,
Even if it finished in a draw, but even if Armageddon finished in a draw, some side will win because white will play with 10 minutes and black will play with 7 minutes on their clock, so that in order to make to make it fair, even if the black white plays with no, not even if because white play with 10 minutes and black will play 7 minutes. And because of this 3-minute time difference, even if the game ends in a draw, the time on the side who played with less time on their clock will win the game.
Yeah.
And in such games, one side will get 1 point and the other one is going to take 1.5. But in classical, if that happens in classical in Norway chess, that will be like this. For example, if you win in a classical match, you will take 3 points. And if you lose classical match, you will take 0 points.
Yeah.
If a classical match ends in draw, then you will play an Armageddon. If you are playing with white and wants to take 1.5 points, then you have to win the game. Otherwise, even if it's in a draw or you lose, then no, it's not possible. So that format would have been, I suppose, a little bit more interesting. It's still very interesting, but in that format, I think it would have been a little more interesting.
Here, Jawahar Sindarov has got 5 minutes to his clock.
So he wants to lose, right?
Like he's spending so much time on this,
They're repeating moves.
like G6.
They were repeating moves, but Jawahar didn't want it, right?
Yeah, they just made it once.
We'll see. We expect Jawahar to win the game, but I don't know if it's possible with such a little time on his clock. But we really hope, until the end.
Yeah, so he's playing. He's planning to maybe bring his pawn to b5. And just exchanging things there, maybe like, or bring his bishop to e6, protecting this pawn, and then start pushing the pawn on b5.
But it's now Yu Yangi to play, right?
Yeah.
Now it's good for Jawahar to think about the next moves because Yu Yangi has got much more time and he's going to spend some of it, I suppose, because he also knows that the position is equal. He doesn't have so much advantage. He's got a little bit of an edge, 0.4, nearly half a pawn, but it doesn't seem to be enough to win the game. And maybe he doesn't even know he's better. Yeah, he's better. Here we can see, according to the computer.
So we're also able to see the comments on the Lichess website itself. As you can see, some of them are writing like, wow, this is a really strong tournament, commenting on some of the games, especially on the game of Vidit and Mamidiyar of Shahryar. So they are also saying even the future section is full of grandmasters and international masters. Yeah, that's a really great statement.
Yes,
because it showcases how competitive the tournament is.
Yeah, exactly. There are some people are saying show Norderbeck's game and show Vidit's game, Vidit game, and what is your IELTS? Some kind of some of my like course mates from university are saying even if they know they're
So I'll leave you with the spectators.
Okay. Okay.
Have a little break.
Okay, he'll be back after some, short break. He'll be here. I will be explaining you the other match here. So let's see. Another big upset Torv and Parham Maksudlu's games are pretty balanced right now. Yes, Parham has got little time on his clock. There should be 24 moves until the 30 minutes of extra time is added to their clock. Yes, from this time, White seems to have a little bit an edge, but the position itself is like pretty close. It's 0-0. You can say that, you can see, and it seems like this game will end probably in a draw if Notterbeek doesn't won't win. For example, let's say yeah, Parham will make some correct moves in this upcoming 2 or 3, 5 to 10 moves, right? Yes, but after that, what will happen? In time trouble, you have to make a move really fast. For example, he's got 12 minutes for 24 moves, right? That means he has to make one move in every 30 to 45 seconds because of the increment that will be added after every move. Yes, and for each move, Parham will have nearly 1 minute, maybe 45 seconds, yeah, something like that. And Notterbeek's got enough time on his clock. Maybe that was all his plan. For example, I will play closely. I will put pressure on Parham Maksudlu's clock and just win the game at the end. Whenever he's in time trouble, he makes a mistake, then I will just take the chance and to win the game, right? Yeah. Some people are saying to talk in Uzbek, but there is another translation that's going on in Uzchess YouTube channel that's going in Uzbek language. So, but this translation is going live in English. So, if you want to watch it in Uzbek, you can go to Uzchess YouTube channel's page and choose. There are other 2 versions. For masters, there is another one. For challengers and futures, there is another one. You can choose whichever you want. So let's look at this position and just prepare some moves here. Let's what is the move that black will make here? Let's see. Yeah, queen to c7 is the move. King to h7 is a move also. This one is also a move, yes. But the move that I seem to be liking in this position is f5. Just at the same time attacking the queen here. After queen goes to here, and then the way for this bishop is also opened, right? For example, if it pushed the pawn, for example, we cannot take this. Just remember this, because after this discard attack, there is attack on the queen, and we have to go here or here or here or here. There are some moves, but this seems to be the better way, and we'll just lose one knight for 2 pawns. In such situations, the pawns are not that important. But after queens are exchanged, after some heavy pieces are exchanged, and then in the middle game, and not in the end game, the power of pawns are unimaginable, I can say, because one pawn can become a queen, and one queen is equal to the power of 9 pawns, hypothetically. So let's see. So don't go for this variation. Let's just refresh the page in order not to lose any moves. Parham is still thinking about his next move. Parham Maksudlu is still thinking. So it means that Parham is ready to play with very little time on his clock for the rest of the game, and we'll see. So in this situation, the position is equal. Maybe let's go to other games as well. So in the second board of the master section, Sindar Jawahar is playing against Yu Yangyi. Yeah, in this match, the tables are turned around. In this match, Uzbek guys got lower time on his clock, and it is like 5 minutes. Rajan Khalimov is asking Uzbek, speak in Uzbek. No. This is an English stream, and we will talk only in English. Only in English. So if you want to watch it in Uzbek, there are other translation that's going on in Uzbek language. So you may feel free to go there. So Sindarov Jawahar has got too little time on his clock, like maybe 5 minutes for 20 moves, and it's so not good. Because let's say black will play something like e4, e5, and just to complicate things. If he takes the pawn, then it's like automatic. We'll take with knight. If he takes with the knight, then we'll take with bishop. Yeah, the position is like automatic. But if he doesn't take and just go to here to make the position more complicated, then Jawahar, it's bad for Jawahar because it is much more difficult to make a move in close positions. Not so close, but some close positions than open ones. So we'll see. So what is the move for Yu Yangyi here to play? Yeah, it seems to be e5. Let's just refresh one more. So, Yu Yangyi has played a move. So what was it? So he played queen to c2. And now the best move for white black in this position is to play f5. If he takes, he will take with this, and maybe exchange two bishops, two white colored bishops. Because of what? Because this bishop is more active. Yeah, not active, but it is staring at our king, and if the position is open, then that bishop will have a tremendous effect. So we expect Jawahar to play this f5 move. So let's go to another Uzbek player, Yakubov Nadurbek's match against Richard Report. Yeah, this game also seems to be balanced, but. So we stopped here after queen to a5, queen e2, no. Why is he allowing white to to trap his queen? Yeah, he took one. He took one bishop and one rook for one queen. And the position seems to be in white's favor. I think white is better here. And not only some better, but much better. Because of what? You may ask. Because white's got the queen here. Black just lost his queen for two pieces, for one rook and for one bishop. And I don't know. Yakubov Nadurbek will be able to win this game. If he makes this game a draw, then it's a win for him, actually, because it's going to be really difficult. So we'll see. Let's go to the next game, where Shakhriyar Mamedyarov is playing against Vidit Santosh Gujarati, and this game also seems to be dead equal. Let's see where we were after these castles, and white's winning just one pawn from the center. Actually, not winning, and winning one more pawn. Yeah, white's got one more pawn. Bishop c5 and f4. Just protecting the pawn here, and just it was a target here in f2, and we'll see. Bishop to e6 and queen to f3. Rook to e8 and knight to d3. After this move, black is thinking about the next moves. Let's see. So he's here again.
Yeah, so I visited the hall there. The atmosphere is like really fantastic. Because we are getting the moves with a delay. This game ended in draw. They finished this game. So have you seen this game?
This one? No, not yet.
Okay. Let's see what have they done here. So after bishop e3, we're told that he wants to bring his knight to d4. So knight c5, bishop b5, queen c7, king a2, defending the pawn on b3. And then e6, rook g1, wants to start attack. Queen e7, h4, d5, e5, bishop f5, f8. So maybe Alexei Sarana wants to is thinking about making combination here, sacrificing the knight on b3, then bringing the queen to a3, giving a check, then a2, and then king is like king will have to move to d3. It's a little bit dangerous here. Oh, so have you seen this game?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Olivier Gobayev led Richard Laporte to trap his queen, and he's now worse. Why did he do that? I don't know. Maybe he didn't see a better version. I don't know. Now I don't know if he will be able to hold a draw in this game, because it's going to be really difficult. Because if he had two rooks, maybe he could maybe, but now it doesn't seem realistic to expect a draw from the situation.
But on the other hand, the game is now going to be much interesting, I think.
Yeah. Something that we wanted from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yes. If then there are such games rather than just the typical draws, right? For example, let's see. Oh, seems to be not a big. Parham is not making the best moves. Like little bit of change here.
Inaccuracies.
Here as well, and the position is equal. If we don't consider the time here, the position is really equal. This one as well. Yeah, this one is more interesting here, and this one is Mamizyarov made a mistake. Yeah. He had to go to f8, but he went to a7, and
I think
that seems
Wizard will castle to the long side.
Yeah. Then play for his.
I told that the game has finished already, but we are getting this information with a little bit of delay.
So you know the result of this game.
Yeah.
So what was the result?
They played the draw. After one or two moves, they agreed to draw.
So it means that after some moves here, we're going to see a draw. This little bit of advantage of Vidit is just nothing. He will not be able to. He will not try to use that.
Yeah, I've seen him castling, and then they just shook their hands.
You have seen his castling? You mean you just went to the playing hall, right? You saw some.
Yeah.
I was thinking you did something else. Okay.
So maybe let's see the challenges.
Yes, let's go.
So the advantage is here still on the white side. Bishop b5, queen e5. But yeah, so as you told, the game has finished in draw. Let's see after how many moves they've agreed. So we have seen this, until here.
But yeah.
Yes, so after
The time is also equal. Position is way more equal than time, and no use of. But Samson had a little bit of advantage. He could play more.
Yeah.
But he didn't see he had 0.4. If he had, maybe he would continue, but he didn't. So
maybe like they're saving up some energy
for the next rounds.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's call this a round as a round for adaptation.
Adaptation and like qilish,
Yeah.
like warm up round. Yes. So there are some words that we are having. That's okay. Which one? Maybe this one. What? Jahangir sought so much. Well, let's see. Yeah, here he had to play f4. He played what?
Bishop c2.
Why would he play that? Oh, maybe to prevent it from coming here.
Yeah.
But he can come here and even can come here anyways. Why did he do that?
No, like if he moves with his bishop to b7, rook to d7, then like bishop b3, technically. Maybe.
You mean that he can't play this, right?
Yeah.
Because the rook will infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, after that, this.
So king is coming to the game.
Yeah, this. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the no. Then this pawn was exchanged. Painting. Oh yeah, yeah. I think he will win this game anyway. Anyways, for example, if he takes, he has to take, right?
Yeah.
Then after takes, he will give check and if he comes here protect this pawn, he will just come and get this one.
Yeah.
For example, then this will also be hanging, and it's not possible to protect this one as well. For example, because you can't come here. Maybe moves like something like this to move it to a6, maybe to protect it, but it will be late. I think he's going to win in the rook endgame, right? Yeah. I think Jahangir Wahidi is going to be the first to win, to start winning from Uzbek people and from all as well.
Yeah.
I think there has not been any decisive games, right?
Yeah. Let's see the futures here. So as you predicted, this game ended in draw. They've played a little bit after we have seen it still here. Yeah, so rook b8, knight c2. So interesting move.
Yes.
If white captures the knight on c2, this queen is going to capture the rook here and have an advantage. So knight d5, protecting this pawn here, capturing, exchanging pawns here, b4, knight c6, rook c1, king h8, h3, e5. So that's like very equal game.
But in they repeated moves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I expected this result, not only because No, no, just because they were Uzbeks.
Mm.
Like they would not try to, and they also play for one, like one club. They play
Mm.
for one
Yeah.
Sky Chess. Well, both of them. And I think, or I no, I thought that this game would end in a draw, and it did.
I think they're like the best friends.
Yeah, I suppose
Mm.
so. Yes,
'Cause
I was going to say brothers, but yeah.
I've seen them in real life too.
Hmm.
Like they just I think they chat with each other a lot.
Yeah, like
in real
they
life.
chat with each other like a brother and
Hmm.
not brother and sister, but brother and brother.
Like brothers.
Uh,
Let's say.
because we say in Uzbek akukeli, we say,
Yeah.
but in English you say brothers, right? That's it.
Yeah. So interestingly, there is also a game with a huge advantage. Let's see from the very beginning.
Oh, here the champion of the Sharjah Masters 2024 is playing against Mikhail Nikitenko, and which side's got the
So
advantage?
they played Karakan defense.
Uh-huh.
So far, it's equal. Like
Yeah, this is just, way so simple. Like,
so, Danshar Bardia is like slowly, steadily trying to bring his figures to the center and start
Mhm.
attacking. Knight g5, exchanging, c3, g4, king f1, knight h6, rook e2, bishop f6.
Some
bishop
people are
c1.
asking what happened to his hand.
So like a week ago, I broke my finger while playing football. So, but
But how do you play football with your finger?
like
You fell, right?
no, I was goalkeeper.
Oh, then the strike was really hard.
Yeah,
It came like this, right?
yeah,
Really?
like that.
Oh, so I don't, advise you to be goalkeeper, I also don't like being goalkeeper because, you have to stay one here, for example, even if the goat is wider, then it's okay, okay,
Mm,
because they will try to score, and they'll try to score to the bottom or bottom
mm,
left or bottom right, something where you are not.
yeah.
But in if the goat is smaller, then it's probably will come to you. For example, if this
Mm.
strike is really hard, it may come to your head, your finger, maybe to other parts as well. So
So here, black are slowly getting advantage,
mhm.
as you can see here. Rook h8, c4. So this one was a
Oh,
blunder, let's say. But
but and then Shorabari didn't realize it was a blunder.
yeah, exchanged the pawns. So
Anyway, another blunder. Oh yeah,
yeah.
here he got it, and he knows his position is winning right now.
Oh,
And
sorry.
okay, it's okay.
Wait. Wait. Oh, so
Oh.
they've played a lot here. Exchanged the pawns here, g5. So one bishop ahead.
Black got full bishop up, right?
Yeah.
But he's got two pawns for that, right?
Mm.
But those pawns are like separate,
Yeah.
and they're just
And the
like island.
position of the white king is poor.
Oh, it is not safe.
Like
It-
a
uh-huh.
queen and rook may penetrate.
And they may even checkmate, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems to be like, for example, let's say now it will give check. It will go to here. Oh, it's saying to go here.
Yeah, maybe attacking the pawn on d4,
Yeah, yeah.
and at the same time opening a way for rook to come to
come to
h2.
h2, right? Yeah. Let's say we go back, then it has to come here in order to, prevent the rook from infiltration.
Mhm.
But what about this? After takes, oh, that's not the best move here. What is? If it's not, what is? Yeah, it should come to here, 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 and this pawn will be, it will not be able to be defended at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, white will try to come here to infiltrate from here, but black's just enough in black's just in time. Just uh, after exchange, black will just simply win this game, I suppose,
Mm.
because if these pawns were connected past pawns,
Yeah.
then it would be much more difficult. Yes, but in this situation, I don't see a way for Nikitenko Mikhail to equalize the position. I suppose then Barde will win the game because we know that he's 17 or 18 years old, young boy, but he's having great results. He won Sharjah Master 2024 just a week before, I suppose, or 10 minutes before, 10 days before,
Mhm.
and there were so many top players playing, and Yu Yang Yi was playing,
Yeah.
Farhan Masulu was playing, Jahangir Vakil, Sindar Jawahar, many people were playing, and he won the game. He won the tournament, and we can see his level. But I am a little bit surprised that he's playing the future selection
Yeah.
because he's like 2600.
Yeah.
And why is he not playing in the challenges? Because in order to play in the challenges, you have to be 26 plus.
Mm.
But here he's playing in this section with this high rating than the others.
Maybe he is like below the
Age.
10, like below the 10 players in the challenger section.
We can go and check.
Yeah,
Maybe.
well, age may also somehow affect
Yeah,
because
maybe futures means the
like,
people, the players that are going to rise in the future, right?
yeah, young chess players.
Yeah. But there is Romanov Evgeny. Look, it's
Mm.
not even 2600 here as well. Whoa.
Yeah, so looks like they've arranged it according to the age.
Yes, I suppose they were 2600 plus, but in the last tournaments like Sharjah Master, Dubai Open, something like those tournaments, they didn't play so well. The results were not good, and whenever the results were announced by FIDE on the 1st of
Mhm.
June, and the ratings were updated,
Mhm.
and then the ratings dropped from, I suppose, because I will be back.
Mhm. So look at this. White are having a huge advantage here. So bishop, queen e5, rook. So queen c5 was not a good move here. c4, bishop d7. Now, despite not only the positional advantage, so Suleiman Ali Aydin is also having a time burnout, like time trouble. So the probability that he makes a mistake is also high compared to in Alexander. Here the game is like equal. d7. So h4 was not a good move. h5. So Yilmaz Mustafa has got only like 41 seconds, but the position is equal. So let's see, maybe will he be able to handle the situation? Yeah, so this game, as I told, ended in draw. So after bishop c4, they've agreed to draw. So here it is. It is a equal. The game is a bit closed, except for the right side. Knights of blacks are more powerful here. Not only knights, but also like bishops. Maybe not the one on e7, but on the d7 it is quite active. It is able to control a lot of fields here, maybe by bringing like bishop to b5 and do something out of here. Here also, Sinar Jawahir is also having a time trouble here, as you can see. So queen b3, rook b8, knight e2, bishop e1, attacking the pawn on a5, b6, queen c3, bishop d7, queen 3, queen e6. So as you can see, Sindar Jawahir had like 36 seconds, and right after Yu Yangyi moved his knight, he also made a move and increased his time. So this game winning for Dinshar Bardia. Let's see. I feel like it's going to finish in a few minutes. Okay, bringing rook to h2 and then giving a check from with his queen from c1, and then like maybe giving a check from d2 then. So let's see, rook h2, queen c3, so queen c1, king b2, b4, so queen c8, planning to give a check from a5, and if he moves up, just bring rook to h5. As in the master section, Maxulu Parham is also having time trouble, so I would name the players that have like less than 10 minutes on their clock. It is Maxulu Parham, Sindar Jawahir, and I would say Nurbek Kubayev. He has like 10 minutes on his clock. Sindar Jawahir is also has to play fast actually.
I am back again, so let's see. So some people have commented, who is your favorite chess player and why? Murad Mirziya. Let's start from you. Well, who is your favorite chess player?
The history?
Yes, history. No, I mean history to now. I mean all time.
Yeah, all time. So
okay.
I would place Mikhail Tal for the first.
Because of his sacrifices?
Yeah, he likes to sacrifice his like everything. He's ready to
everything, right?
Yeah. I've also seen analyzed some of his games. I have his book at my home, and I really enjoyed watching his games.
So let's say that you got his book, right?
Yeah.
Someone gave you a present of his book, or
no,
you just bought it yourself. You just bought it.
Yeah.
When
it was in 2016 or 2018.
Okay. Is it off? Okay. Okay. At the time, you bought it yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you know about Mikhail Tal? For example, someone gave you his book and you started to see his games and then liked it, or
we had a like bookshop where they were selling books.
okay,
There were some like around 100 or 150 books related to chess,
okay.
and like something pulled me to choose this book about Mikhail Tal. Uh,
No, for example, let's say that if something
mhm.
that pushed you to another book, for example, for Garry Kasparov or Karpov, or
Mhm.
maybe Fischer, and then you analyze their games and you like their games, then it will have different, right?
No, like I haven't seen some of the games of Kasparov, Karpov,
Uh-huh.
some other chess players.
But
I don't know, but Mikhail Tal is really different.
you mean like you like the player style? That's interesting.
Yeah.
For
style.
example, like you can see in classical, it's just a draw,
Yeah.
right? Just sacrificing and making the game more interesting, right?
Yeah, well, that's why
Mm-hmm.
I think Daniil Dubov is like one of my other favorite players, because he also, if you remember, plays really dynamically.
Yeah.
Uh,
First thing that came to my mind was the knights dance.
no, not that, but like other games.
Okay.
He went for sacrifices a lot of times. That's why maybe.
Maybe, but he's not playing really actively in these
Yeah,
years, right?
he's, I think, rarely playing classic games.
He's not playing, right?
Yeah, he's not playing.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I forgot it. My favorite chess player of all time seems to be Magnus Carlsen.
Mm.
Because I don't know. When I was young, I didn't know about Magnus Carlsen at all.
Mhm.
Yes, I knew there were like 16 or something kind of world champions, and I some kind of reviewed some of their books. I can remember, but none of them really particularly attracted me.
Mm.
And now, or in the last 3 to 4 years, I've been watching Magnus games, and I really like.
Mm.
And Kasparov told that Magnus is like some kind of combination of Karpov. Is a lethal combination of Karpov and Fischer. He said something like this, and that was also one of the reasons why I like him, because there are three people who comes to your mind whenever you think about the GOAT in chess, right? Kasparov, Magnus, and Fischer. There's these three players, and mostly, I mean, you are saying Mikhail Tal, okay? And in if one of the candidates to be the GOAT is saying that the other person, like Magnus, is like lethal combination of Karpov and Fischer, then I think that's a great compliment, first of all, and I think that means a lot about that person, about that chess player, and that is one of the reasons why I like Magnus Carlsen's games. Okay, Galabagayakan post. Sorry. Another. So which Nazirbek Abdusatsorov is going? Oh, Nazirbek Abdusatsorov is close to winning his game. Let's just.
Yeah, Farham Maksudlu just captured the knight. He had the time trouble here.
Okay.
And here he captured the knight, which gave Abdusatsorov Nazarbayev an advantage here. So let's say, well, you may say, I also think like Farham Maksudlu has a one knight advantage. So let's say if he captures, rook f1, queen e7, g4. So knight now is trapped here. Knight h5.
No, I see your big. Oh. Carnival. Why is this?
Another back has not a good position. He's about to lose. So this move wasn't so good. Should do d8.
So I have been informed that Noderbek Abzatorov has just won his game against Parham Maksutlu. And Noderbek is, starting with like, great start from Noderbek Abzatorov.
Yeah.
Winning the Parham Maksutlu, who once was a difficult opponent for Noderbek just before 2 or 3 years ago, but in the late here in the recent years he's playing very well against him, and his score is 0-3 right now in this year, if only. And yeah, that's a great start to start the tournament.
Well, usually Noderbek has some difficulties in starting the tournament by winning. You remember?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, this tournament was an exception. And also Parham Maksutlu is one of the favorites. Counted as one of the favorites. So winning him is like giving high chances. But there are also some other 8 players are also strong. So it's not time to say that he's the winner of the tournament. There are 8 rounds to play. So let's see how the game has ended.
You may continue for 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be.
So far, Jawahar Sindar, although he's having a time trouble, he's not making mistakes. So they've traded their rooks here. Let's see what Abzatorov Noderbek is going to play. Yeah, so Queen f3, he found the right way.
Okay. Here he's got 30 seconds on his clock, Parham Maksutlu, right? Yeah, and Noderbek was playing for his time, right?
Yeah.
He eventually got that advantage that he from the mistake that Maksutlu did in a time trouble, and after some moves we'll see the resignation from Parham Maksutlu, and maybe we got the cameras. Cameras are showing Parham's and Noderbek's games. But okay, Noderbek is Noderbek playing speaking in Uzbek. Some people are saying so. We don't care about.
Like maybe some of them don't know that we are broadcasting in 2 languages.
Yeah.
There is also another broadcast we're having in
There are
Uzbek
two
language.
broadcasts in Uzbek.
Yeah, so we're
Two
having
Uzbek broadcasts and just one English. And so you may just go to there if you want. Can you analyze the chess game between Parham and Najrbek from the starting point? Murat Mirziyoyev. Yeah, very well. Let's go. Let's see from the game and
like
ah
4 knight of 6.
I got you wrong. I thought okay.
Like the game was equal. Like knight of 95, trading their knights, bishop d7, bishop d3. So it was quite well. Yeah, nothing really some spectacular. Bishop e8. Both of them are playing without any mistakes. 3 knight of 6, queen h3. So yeah, this wasn't a good move. Knight h5, bishop h2, f6, f4, and capturing this knight was a mistake actually.
Oh,
So g4, queen c4, another mistake here.
yeah, people are saying that I just announced the victory of Nadal Satorf from against Parham Asudlu in Uzchess Telegram channel, and people are saying the translation is behind 15 minutes. Why are you telling the? We're watching the translation, and why are you telling? Why are you spoiling it?
No.
And but some people are saying, what is the result? What is the result? And
Yeah.
it's difficult to make everyone happy. So we try to announce it as soon as it finishes. So yeah. So and the first game in master section has finished, and as I said, Nadir Abdul Satorp has just won his game against Parham Masulu, and we can go to this one, right? Jawahar Sindars and Yuyangi's game, and we hope Jawahar will be able to hold that draw in this game, right? Next one. Time. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Or
I need to go.
okay, okay.
I have some stuff to do.
So that means I will be, I will be the one to finish the stream. So Abdul is leaving. So
Good luck.
So he will be back tomorrow for the stream. I will be the one to finish. So let's go. Let's start. Okay. Yu Yang Yi. I hope Jawahar plays, he's going to play a draw in this game. But yeah, he's got a chance to win it even because yeah, the move is 35s. Oh. It is vice versa right now because Yu Yang has just made a mistake, and oh, that is that is something. Oh, I am not sure, or will we finish it totally? The stream. You're just going. Okay, but here, he made a mistake, Yu Yang Yi. After, oh yeah, we'll take a break for 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Ja, gaan we toch. Ja. So we are back again for the live stream. We can see that the Noderbek Abdusattorov and Parkhan Maksulu's game has just ended with the victory of Noderbek Abdusattorov. He defeated Parkhan Maksulu in time trouble. I think he knew that all along. So let's see. Yakuboyev, Noderbek, and Richard Report haven't finished their game, and that game I think is going to go for a long time because Richard Report has got the advantage, we can say, because he's got the queen on his, he's got the queen on the board, but the situation seems to be a little bit closed, and these two bishops are powerful, really powerful. Yeah, let's in this situation, huh? White's got one queen for one rook and one bishop, and the amount of pawns is not the same. Black is just up a pawn, but overall the position seems to be equal, really equal. So we'll see. So after this move, after bishop to c5, the moves have not been made. I can tell you the why this move was made, because it would provide the queen from entering to this c7 diagonal, and to infiltrate to the 7th rank of the black pieces, and that would allow this queen to be very, very active. But if the situation was more open, then white would have much more advantage in this in this type of positions. But in this position, the situation is balanced because the position is blocked or closed. If as it's closed, these bishops are playing a huge role, and they're controlling key squares. Now this queen cannot come in. It can come to here, then to here. It has to go there in order to be able to infiltrate to the black's position. But I think this game will also end in a draw, and we can see that 3 games from the master section have already finished. The Maksulu Parham lost to another big Abdusattorov. Sindar Jawahar made a draw with Yu Yang Yi. Let's see, we were here. The position is really equal, and they knew, and they didn't want to go on. For example, if they made 1 or 3 to 4 moves from this part, then there would be 30 minutes increment, and I think they both didn't want to play for long hours in the first round of the tournament. So there are only 2 games left in the master section. Shahriar Mamizyarov and Vidisandr Gujarati made also draw. Grishchuk Alexander and Alexei Sarana are playing still, but their position also seems to be equal. But Alexei Sarana has got one pass pawn here, and if he manages to push this down the board and try to make the queen successfully, he will have a chance to win this match. So let's see, where were we? So let's see here, rook to d2, knight to f5, exchanging the knights. After knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, or rook to d1. The rooks are being lined up in this diagonal to pressure the pawn on d5. So, and white is just giving up one pawn on h4 in order to take the pawn on d5. Yes, after that the position is just equal. Bishop to c4, rook to d8, and after this move, rook to d8, there is not further moves have been made. We'll see. So we can go to another Uzbek player from another Uzbek player, Nurbekoboev's game against Richard Rapport. Rapport seems to have +1 advantage here because of, I'll tell you what, he's got one queen for one rook and one bishop and one pawn. But if you calculate that, then it should be equal. But 5, 3, and 1, because the queen is worth 9 pawns, and the pawns are equal. Yeah, he's got one more pawn. I previously told that black is up a pawn, and it was just not correct. The pawns are equal. Now, after takes, rook takes a6, then the position is so equal, and I don't think white will be able to break through, and this game will also end in a draw probably. We'll see. Whoa. We cannot be, upset because, the challenger section is getting 6 views at the same time. It's 6 people watching. Okay. Let's see. What about the Uzbek one? The Uzbek one is being watched by 15 people. Yes, that's a good result because, 11 people. Good job, commentators. Are you also masters at chess? We hope to be. We want to be. So let's see. Oh, whoa. I forgot. Okay, the pawns are exchanged now. Now the best move for white here is just take the pawn on e5. If let's do this on the board. If takes, you cannot take it because this bishop will be hanging. So after takes, the queen will be attacked. If it goes there, then we will take. For example, if in this case, if he takes, we'll just take this, and in this situation, whites be able to make a draw in this situation because these two knight and bishop and the rook seems to be stronger than one queen in a game. But in this situation, as white got one pawn, one extra pawn, and here it's a pass pawn plus, and because of this pawn, I suppose the situation seems to be equal. If there was not this pawn, then I think the black's position is really good and is winnable. So Alexei Sarana and Grishchuk Alexander are also playing, but Alexander Grishchuk seems to have made a mistake here. What is the mistake? Let's see. So, bishop to b6 is a mistake. Why? It's just losing one tempo here. For example, knight will go to here. What? Then what? After takes, I think white Grishchuk thought that this pawn is not so good, and it should be won pretty easily. But after this check, now it has to go to here. Yeah, it's gone. But what about after this move? It can come to here. Then it will go. You go here, check. It will go there, and black is just winning the game. This queen has just no way in here. I think this game will also end pretty quickly because it's like mate in 12. Whoa, that means black pieces got the chance to make the game draw in 12 moves, and I suppose Alexander Grishchuk lost his match against Alexei Sarana, and Alexei Sarana is showing that he's in a great form because on Tuesday he won Title Tuesday tournament, and that's why at that time I thought he's in a great form, but now I can see that he's really in great form. Yes. Now we'll expect this queen takes e6 check, and king goes to 8-7 and check, and this check, and that is the only way to stop the checkmate, I suppose. After this takes, and yeah, trying to stop the checkmate, and it's just nuts. So I think here Alexander Grishchuk just resigned, I suppose. We are a little back from there's a delay, like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes delay from the translation, from the live translation. But we can see the situation is dead lost, and I suppose Alexander Grishuk didn't want to play the game any further, and then in order not to make it any worse than it already is. And I think this game ended in the favor of Alexei Sarana. In the third board here, Yakuboyev Noderbek playing with the Richard Rapport here, and in this game we can see that the situation is really equal. Yeah, Noderbek is thinking about the next moves, yes, but yeah, I suppose or is he trying to win with the black pieces? I'm not sure about that. For example, no. Let's say, what did he move after that? Okay, bishop to here. I think Noderbek is playing for the win in this game because this knight is stuck. It cannot do so many things here. But White got the bishop pair and the rook really active, and this knight and here in the f6 is just targeting this pawn. Where if the queen goes to here or something like there, something to here or something, and that does not protect the pawn on e4, then this pawn will hang. And if it fails, then Black will have the upper hand and will just try to attack. So in the cameras, you can see that the playing hall, and it's a really good environment. You can see how chess players behave when they're playing, and what do they do when they make a mistake, and what do they do when they lose, and what do they do and when they win, and what do they do if they make a draw. So the games are pretty balanced. Let's go to challenger section. I suppose most games, yes, here also most games have finished. In the first match, Alexander Predka, we have seen this game. Maxim Matlakov, they made a draw, in which Alexander won his game against Aydin Suleymanli. Jahangir Vahidov is winning his game against Yilmaz Mustafa in a rook endgame. Now it is not really possible to the Kabir is doing this. He wants to do this. What if just we push the pawn? What if just we push the pawn? Oh, pushing the pawn will make the position equal. Why? How? Let's say if we do this, then we'll check. If you go back, check, go. Black will have the crazy defense. Just take the pawn on b2, give check, and just go to the first line and just go to h8, just blocking the way of this passed pawn. And White, on the other hand, will just try to hold on to these pawns, just try to win these pawns back in order to make the game equal. So in the fifth board, Shamsuddin Wahidov made a draw with Alexander Donchenko. You can see the situation. There are equal number of pawns in each side. The position is equal. The only difference is White's got the pair of knights, but the Black got one knight and one bishop. That is the only difference. And other things, the pawns, the structure, and they all seem really similar and equal. So there is one more game left here. Yevgeny Romanov and Gupta Bhijet. Their game is a rook and bishop endgame, and the pawns seems to be equal. Yeah, the pawns are equal, and we can see an interesting thing. The bishops are opposite colored, so that means if the rooks are exchanged in this position, then this game will probably, and with a high possibility, will end in a draw. So let's just okay. I think this game will also end in a draw. In this game, not Jahangir Wahidov will hopefully win the game. I hope. We'll see. And let's go to the challenger section. Yeah, no, futures section. This was the challenger section. Here in the first board, Danishwar Bharti is winning his game against Mikhail Nikitenko. Yeah, this game is going well for Danishwar Bharti. He's got one bishop for one pawn. Yeah, that's and the Nikitenko Mikhail is going on. Oh, most of the games in the challenger feature section have finished. Madamin Mukhuddin Suyar Muhammadzoq made a draw. Saidali Saidakbar and Sergei Tivyakul made a draw, and Humayun Bekmuratov and Vitaly Bernatsky also made a draw. And in the fifth game, Rasulov Vugar, Sivuk Vitali, they also made a draw in this position. So the only decisive game we have in the feature section is the first one. And in that game, Danishwar Bharti and Mikhail Nikitenko are still playing, but it won't go far, I suppose, because after like 4 to 5 moves, maybe Black will just win the game, I think. And let's go to master section, right? In the master section, we can see, as I said, Alexei Sarana and Grishchuk Alexander. Yeah, in this game, in this path, after this move, after queen takes e6 and after king to h7, here Alexander Grishchuk resigned, and we got the second decisive result of the master section here. So, and in the next one, so here, as I said again, Yakuboyev and Richard Rapport made a draw. In this position, they made a draw. Yeah, after they repeated. Yeah, we can see once, twice. Yeah, after this, they knew that the position is equal, and they would have repeated moves, but they just agreed to a draw. So we congratulate our people who won the game. For example, Abdulzator Noderbek has just won his game against Paxullu Marham. Yes. Jawahar Sindarov and Yakuboyev Noderbek made draw. And there is one more match in which an Uzbek player is still playing, and we shall go to see that match. And that match is Jahangir Wahidov. Oh, no, it is Shamsuddin. I was scared. How did he lose that? Did he lose his advantage? Yeah, he still has got the advantage here. So let's see. But the rook endgames are so tricky. For example, look at this. Yeah, white is just giving up this pawn because of this. For example, let's say and now, what is it? The time seems to be it is the 40th move, and the player will get extra time for the next 30 minutes. For this. So people get 30-minute increment. Yeah, chess players get 30-minute increment after they made 40th move, and for each of their moves, then the 30 seconds increment will be added. Yes. So let's see. And so the people in chat, I hope you are having a good time. You had a good time, and just put likes if you want to support us. Make write comments, write some comments, and I hope tomorrow we will be back with more more motivation, more enthusiasm, and we'll have much more interesting games. But this match is a little bit, this match, either Jahangir Wahidov won this game, or after 40's game, they both had 30 minutes more, and one of them is in deeply thinking process and how to, maybe one of them win the game or one of them to draw this game. Yes, we'll see. So nearly all the games have finished. In the future section, we can see all the games have finished already. All the games have finished here. Danishwar Bardia, the champion of the Sharjah Master 2024, has won. Yes, but all other games have finished in a draw in the future section. So in the challenger section, we can see there are 2 games left here, but I suppose the first one have already finished. Jahangir Wahidov's game must have also finished. Maybe Black resigned. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to finish translation. Shirtli Tams. Yeah, we will be back tomorrow with more, with more motivation. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And yeah, have a good time. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Yes. Thank you.